Hi! Okay, so I'm going to do a first impression for you guys. This is the Dior Star. I have the color 023 Peach, and I actually just got a sample of it from my Sephora. So I'm just gonna plonk this on and see how it goes. Okay, so it's pretty liquidy. I'm just gonna like put a little bit on. Wow, this is really peachy. I'm not sure if this is a good match for my skin tone, but I guess we'll see, huh? And I'm just using my Tarte foundation brush to buff it in. This is my favorite brush ever. Oh, I don't know about this color. It smells very clean. Like, I don't know, soap. It's very light coverage. It sets pretty quickly. Okay, so that's not really covering anything. I'm gonna try another layer here and see how we do. Okay, so the color actually doesn't look that bad now that I have it on. A lightweight foundation with broad spectrum SPF 30 that brightens, evens skin tone, and reduces the appearance of dark spots. And this is supposed to be a brightening foundation and lightweight. Okay, so as far as reducing the appearance of dark spots, I would say not so much. Here, let me zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so see what I mean? Like you can see all of my hyperpigmentation in that little guy. Yeah, it's not really covering anything. It does have a nice finish, but it looks like I'm wearing makeup and yet it's not covering anything. So far, I'm really not impressed with this, honestly. All right, let me go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup and we'll see how I feel. So now that I have the rest of my makeup on, it does look very nice. I look glowy and luminous, and it's definitely not settling into my wrinkles or accentuating my pores or anything. So I would say even though it is pretty light coverage, it is a little bit buildable and it has a very nice finish. It definitely does make my skin look nice. You know what I mean? Like even though it's not a heavy coverage. So if you have nice skin underneath, I'm sure that this would be gorgeous on you. It is currently 3:37. I have a date tonight, so I'll check back and I'll let you know how it held up throughout the night. Okay, so it is now 9:14. I just got back from dinner. It actually looks pretty good, you know? It looks about the same as when I first applied it. It didn't really settle into my wrinkles at all. So yeah, it wore off a little bit around my nose and my chin, but with eating and everything, I honestly think that it did a really good job of sticking around. Let's take a picture with flash. So it actually looks pretty good with the flash. I mean, my nose looks a little bit shiny, but I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm going to have to wear it a couple more times to see if I really like it. We'll check back. Okay. Bye. Okay, so it's been about a week and I have been applying the foundation every day, different ways of using it so that I can figure out exactly how I feel about it. First of all, it is actually recommended that you apply it with a sponge. I don't have a beauty blender, but I do have a Real Technique sponge, and I tried using that and it works fine and great and everything, but my favorite way of applying it is actually to put it on with my hands and just, you know, smear it all over my face and then kind of blend out the edges with my sponge. I think that that works best. The foundation does blend beautifully. That part I really enjoy. It definitely blends easily, although I do feel that you have to work fairly quickly with it. It tends to set pretty quickly. It does sit on your skin very nicely. It didn't accentuate my wrinkles or my pores or anything like that. And from far away, it looked beautiful. It looks great on camera. And it worked well with the flash photography, I thought. But when you look up close, it just looks makeup-y and it can get weirdly cakey. I don't know, it just doesn't look super beautiful up close. I do also find that it doesn't always play well with others. Applying different makeup on top of it was not always easy. Sometimes I would use, you know, a certain concealer and I just couldn't get it to blend well over the foundation once the foundation had set. And like I said, it sets pretty quickly. So that part was a little wonky. I keep hearing that this foundation is a full coverage, and I would absolutely not agree with that. I think that it is light, buildable to medium. However, when you build it up, it has a tendency to not sit as well. It transfers more easily. I found my face to look overly glowy, like borderline greasy, and I have dry skin, so that was a little weird for me. But it didn't happen when I just wore a single thin layer. When I wore a thin layer, it didn't look cakey, it wore all day long, it looked beautiful, it was great. But it is a pretty light coverage. It is very long wearing. I will definitely give it that, especially when you just have the one thin layer on. Also, the colors are not great. They are all those golden undertones, which on my olive skin look way too orange, and I kind of look like an Oompa Loompa. If you blend it out, you know, like I said, it's not a heavy coverage, so I can work with it and it doesn't look crazy funky. Still, I feel like the color is not a perfect match and the color range is not great. So that being said, even if I did absolutely love this foundation, I think I would have to pass on it just because the color isn't perfect. Also, I don't totally love it. If you want a light coverage and you have golden undertones, a peachy tone to your skin, I would say go ahead and give it a shot. It's a pretty nice foundation. For me, with my olive skin, I think that it just didn't work out for me. So, you know, not a fan. I will not be paying the $50 for this foundation. I didn't feel that it was very light on my skin either. It just always felt like I was wearing makeup, like I was very conscious of how much makeup I had on my face. I don't know, I keep hearing all these reviews and I'm like, I don't agree with any of that. Well, some of it I agree with, but you know, other parts not so much. So, you know, try it out. Go to Sephora and get a sample. I would not recommend purchasing this without trying it out first, definitely. So those are my thoughts. This is the last day I will be wearing this foundation, though it does look very nice on camera, don't you think? So anyway, I hope you found this informative and helpful. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.